To test a ballast output, you will need a multimeter and 2 insulated screwdrivers or probes. Firstly, ensure the fixture is unplugged and all power is disconnected for safety. Secondly, remove the diffuser or lens from the recess to expose the lamp sockets. Thirdly, locate the 2 small terminals on each side of the lamp socket. These are the terminals where the ballast output is present. Next, set your multimeter to measure AC voltage, typically ranging from 0 to 600 volts. Then touch one probe to each of the socket terminals, making sure the probes do not touch each other. The multimeter will display the voltage output of the ballast. For compact fluorescent ballasts, this typically ranges from 80 to 130 volts AC. If the multimeter reads 0 volts, the ballast is likely not providing power to the lamps. Check the ballast connections or replace the ballast. If the multimeter reads the expected voltage output, the ballast is likely functioning correctly. The problem may be with the lamps or other components in the fixture. It is important to check both sockets to ensure there is output at both terminals. If a lamp is installed, remove it before testing the socket to avoid accidental activation. If you are uncomfortable working with electrical components, it is recommended to consult a qualified electrician. The primary tool for testing ballast output is a multimeter. A multimeter allows you to measure voltage, which is essential for determining if the ballast is providing the necessary power to a lamp. Ensure the multimeter is in good working condition and that you are familiar with its operation. The probes are used to make contact with the socket terminals. Insulated screwdrivers can serve as probes in a pinch. Safety is paramount when working with electrical components. Before you begin, verify that the fixture is completely disconnected from the power source. This prevents electrical shock and ensures your safety throughout the testing process. To access the lamp sockets, you will typically need to remove the diffuser or lens that covers the recess. This may involve unscrewing or unclipping the cover. Be gentle to avoid damaging the fixture. Each lamp socket has 2 small terminals where the ballast output is present. These terminals are designed to connect to the pins of the compact fluorescent lamp. Identifying these terminals is crucial for accurate voltage measurement. Set your multimeter to measure AC voltage. The appropriate voltage range will depend on the type of ballast, but a range of 0 to 600 volts AC is generally suitable for testing compact fluorescent ballasts. Make sure the multimeter is set to AC voltage, not DC voltage. Carefully touch one probe to each of the socket terminals. Ensure that the probes make good contact with the terminals but do not touch each other. This will create a closed circuit through the multimeter, allowing you to measure the voltage. Observe the multimeter display to read the voltage output of the ballast. The reading will indicate the voltage being supplied to the lamp socket. Compare the reading to the expected voltage range for your specific type of compact fluorescent ballast. The expected voltage range for compact fluorescent ballast typically falls between 80 and 130 volts AC. However, it is important to consult the ballast specifications or the fixture documentation to confirm the correct voltage range. If the multimeter reads 0 volts, this indicates that the ballast is not providing any power to the lamps. This could be due to a faulty ballast, loose connections, or a problem with the power supply to the ballast. If the multimeter reads the expected voltage output, the ballast is likely functioning correctly. In this case, the problem may be with the lamps themselves or other components in the fixture, such as the wiring or the lamp sockets. Check both sockets to ensure that there is output at both terminals. This will help you determine if the problem is isolated to one socket or if it affects the entire fixture. Before testing the socket, remove the lamp if it is installed. This prevents accidental activation of the lamp during the testing process, which could pose a safety hazard. If you are uncomfortable working with electrical components or are unsure about any of the steps involved, it is recommended to consult a qualified electrician. Working with electricity can be dangerous, and it is always best to err on the side of caution. When a ballast fails to provide the correct voltage output, troubleshooting steps can help identify the root cause of the problem. Let's delve into the troubleshooting process when you encounter either no output or improper output from the ballast. If the multimeter reads 0 volts, indicating no output, firstly check the ballast connections. Loose or corroded connections can disrupt the flow of electricity to the ballast. Inspect the wiring connections to the ballast, ensuring they are secure and free from damage. Tighten any loose connections and clean corroded connections with a wire brush or electrical contact cleaner. Secondly, test the power supply to the ballast. Use a multimeter to verify that the ballast is receiving the correct voltage from the power source. If the power supply is faulty, the ballast will not function properly. Repair or replace the power supply as needed. Thirdly, examine the ballast itself for signs of damage or failure. Look for any visible signs of burning, cracking, or leaking. If the ballast appears to be damaged, it should be replaced. It is important to use a compatible replacement ballast that meets the specifications of the original ballast. If the multimeter reads a voltage output that is outside the expected range, the ballast may be malfunctioning. Firstly, verify the voltage rating of the ballast and the lamp. Ensure that the ballast is compatible with the type of lamp being used. Using an incompatible ballast can result in improper voltage output and damage to the lamp. Secondly, check the wiring connections between the ballast and the lamp sockets. Loose or incorrect wiring can affect the voltage output. Refer to the wiring diagram for the fixture to ensure that the connections are correct. Thirdly, test the lamp itself to rule out any issues with the lamp. Use a known good lamp to test the fixture. If the new lamp works properly, the original lamp may be faulty and needs to be replaced. If the ballast continues to exhibit improper voltage output after troubleshooting, it may be necessary to replace the ballast. Ensure that the replacement ballast is compatible with the fixture and the type of lamp being used. Proper installation and wiring of the new ballast are essential for optimal performance and safety. Working with electrical components involves inherent risks, and it is essential to take necessary precautions to ensure safety. Firstly, always disconnect power before working on electrical fixtures. Turn off the circuit breaker or remove the fuse that supplies power to the fixture. This will prevent electrical shock and ensure your safety. Secondly, use insulated tools when working with electrical components. Insulated screwdrivers, pliers, and other tools provide a barrier between you and live electrical circuits, reducing the risk of shock. Thirdly, wear appropriate personal protective equipment (PPE) such as safety glasses and gloves. Safety glasses protect your eyes from debris, while gloves provide insulation and protection from electrical hazards. Fourthly, never work on electrical fixtures in wet or damp conditions. Water is a conductor of electricity, and working in wet conditions increases the risk of electrical shock. Finally, if you are unsure about any aspect of working with electrical components, consult a qualified electrician. An electrician has the knowledge and experience to safely diagnose and repair electrical issues. By following these safety precautions, you can minimize the risks associated with working with electrical components and ensure a safe working environment. In summary, testing ballast output involves a systematic approach that includes safety precautions, proper use of a multimeter, and careful interpretation of results. Whether you encounter no output or improper output, troubleshooting steps can help identify the underlying cause of the problem. Remember to prioritize safety at all times and consult a qualified electrician if needed. The process starts with gathering necessary materials like a multimeter and insulated probes or screwdrivers. Ensuring the fixture is unplugged and the power disconnected comes next, emphasizing safety first. Accessing the socket by removing the diffuser exposes the area for testing. Identifying the terminals on each socket is important for accurate readings. The multimeter set to AC voltage is then connected to the terminals. Voltage readings are interpreted to diagnose ballast functionality. Additional tips include checking both sockets, removing the lamp before testing, and consulting an electrician when needed. The tools involved, besides the fixture itself, are minimal but essential for the task at hand. The multimeter is the primary tool set to measure AC voltage, usually in the 0 to 600 volts range. Insulated screwdrivers or probes are needed to contact the terminals safely. The process involves several key steps to ensure safety and accuracy. First, disconnect the power to prevent electrical shock. Access the socket by removing the diffuser or lens. Identify the socket terminals where the ballast output is present. Set the multimeter to measure AC voltage. Connect the probes to the terminals, making sure they don't touch each other. Read the voltage output on the multimeter display. Interpret the results to determine if the ballast is functioning correctly. If there is no output, the ballast is likely not providing power. If there is proper output, the ballast is likely functioning correctly and the problem may lie elsewhere. The expected voltage range for compact fluorescent ballasts typically falls between 80 and 130 volts AC. If the reading is 0 volts, it suggests the ballast is faulty. If the reading is within the expected range, the ballast is probably working. Problems may arise from the lamps themselves or other components in the fixture. Common issues might be no output, proper output, or fluctuating voltage. In the case of no output, check the ballast connections and consider replacing the ballast. With proper output, investigate the lamps or other components. If voltage fluctuates, it might indicate a failing ballast or loose connections. Additional helpful tips include checking both sockets to ensure output at both terminals and removing the lamp before testing the socket to avoid accidental activation. If you are uncomfortable working with electrical components, it is best to consult a qualified electrician. Testing ballast output is a fundamental skill for electrical maintenance, ensuring lighting systems function correctly and safely.